Hey there, Greg Smith here, and in this video I'm going to show you a really simple drill to increase your hip turn, to increase your shoulder turn, so you can push your club head speed through the roof. Now, I recorded a video on how to create a bigger shoulder turn not so long ago and had a lot of great feedback from that video. I'll actually link to that video at the end of this one. But today I wanted to show you another drill that's even easier to do. And this works particularly well for golfers who might struggle with flexibility or range of motion. It's going to help you to get this bigger pelvis turn, this bigger shoulder turn, so you can generate more speed. But it's also going to help you with your club path as well. And this is an important area of turn that really helps you improve that club delivery. Let's say you're a golfer that kind of comes over the top in the downswing. Well, creating a bigger hip turn, which allows you to create that bigger shoulder turn, can put the hands in a different position at the top. It gets a deeper position here. So rather than it being out in front of you, it's more behind the shoulders, which makes it easier to get that inside hand arc and that into-out club path, or even at least that square club path. So it's really, really important whenever we're working with a client who wants to increase their club head speed, bigger hip turn, bigger shoulder turn, it's always a quick win. And quite often this can be 4, 5, 6 miles per hour increase when they learn to do it correctly. Okay, so let's look at some of the difficulties we might have when trying to create this shoulder turn. Well, if you're struggling for flexibility, then if you have a limited hip turn, then that's going to limit your shoulder turn. You're only going to have so much mobility between your hips and shoulders. And if you're very limited with that hip turn, then you're going to struggle to get that full shoulder turn. So if we can increase that pelvis turn, then again, there's going to be some separation between pelvis and torso. So we're definitely going to see more torso turn than pelvis. But by freeing up that pelvis turn, that's going to allow you to get to that fuller shoulder turn. The ranges that we're looking for is really, we want to be looking at a minimum of about 40 degrees of pelvis turn and a minimum of about 80 to 85 degrees shoulder turn. Ideally, we want to get that up to about 90, and that's really going to help you for speed. But, if you've been swinging at about 70 degrees shoulder turn and we can get you up to 85, again, that's going to be a big win for you. It's going to add more torque, more coil. You're going to get a lot more speed. So how can we do this if we're struggling for flexibility? Well, to free that pelvis up and to get us into a better position at the top, we can use the legs better. So basically what we want to do is we want to increase the range of motion. We want to have a little bit of flexion going on in this lead leg. We also want a little bit of sway going on, believe it or believe it not, in this lead knee. And we want a bit of extension going on in this trail leg. And what that does by using the legs better is it frees this pelvis turn up. And of course, as the pelvis goes more, the shoulders turn more. Now, if we were to look at someone like Tommy Fleetwood, you're not going to see this happen. He's got a relatively limited hip turn as he goes to the top, and he's going to be absolutely rock solid with this lead leg. You're probably going to find that the lead knee, the lead heel, the lead hip, they're all going to run in a fairly straight line. But of course, he's got lots of flexibility, so he's able to create this big shoulder turn without creating this extra leg action and this bigger hip turn. Brooks Koepka's another example. He's going to be very, very limited with that hip turn as he goes to the top of the backswing. And again, we'll kind of see this straight line going on between the lead heel, the lead knee, and the lead hip. But then we'll see other players that will create a little bit more kind of flexion here. This knee will come across and this pelvis turn will go more. And of course, what that does, again, it allows you to increase this turn. We can get up to about 40, 45 degrees of that pelvis turn. And again, it makes it easier to get that shoulder turn to the top. So if you're someone who struggles to get this big full shoulder turn, then I suggest that you do this. There are plenty of top tour pros that do this. It's going to be so much easier for you to get your turn, and it's going to help with your club delivery as well. So here's a really simple drill to help you to do this. Basically, what I need to do is break the swing down into two parts. So we're going to go hip turn first, going back to about this halfway backswing position, and then we can continue to that shoulder turn. And it just gives you a little bit more time to think about this. It's a really simple drill, and it helps you to create that move. So I'm going to get into my setup position. I'm going to take the club back to kind of horizontal in the backswing here. And basically what I'm doing is I'm allowing my lead knee to flex forwards, and I'm getting my trail leg to straighten. And what that does is it pulls this trail hip all the way back. It allows this lead hip to come round. I don't really want it going forwards, but it allows it to come round. And I've already created this hip turn. Another thing that you can do is you can even let that lead heel just come off the ground a little bit. If you're still feeling a little bit stuck and not able to get this motion, allowing that lead heel to come off the ground again is going to allow you to get this bigger pelvis turn. And then once we've got to that position halfway back, we can continue to the top with a big turn of the shoulders because it's now really freed up, and then swing the club through. And we're going to get a much, much bigger range of motion by using the legs this way. So let's see if I can do this drill and see if it helps me to get this bigger turn. So I'm going to get into a normal setup position. Then I'm going to club horizontal. I'm letting that lead knee flex in. I'm straightening this trail leg. Then I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to create a big turn to the top and play. And as I do that motion, I can really start to feel that my body is really starting to create this much, much bigger turn. And of course, as I do that, the speed's going to go up and up. Now, one thing you want to do is, obviously, as you increase the turn, it's going to change some of those playing positions. So you need to keep track of that. But, you know, what you're going to lose in playing, you're going to gain in these positions at the top. That's going to help you with the path. It's going to help you increase that speed. It's just a really good thing to do in your golf swing. So have a little go at that drill. Use that two-part drill so you kind of set that club in position, then turn to the top. You're going to start swinging the club a lot more quickly. You're going to have better club delivery. You're going to start bombing it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it useful, please give it a like and share. Also, you might want to subscribe to my YouTube channel to receive notifications when I upload more videos on how to transform your golf swing. I'll also link to that other video in the bottom of this video. So thanks for watching, and hope this helps your game.